Hello, everybody. My name is Puppetine from the Geeky Puppet Show here on the Geeky Puppet Show today. For what? For Spider-Man!
Yes.
But before we get into issue, whatever the number is, because I forgot, 285, something like that.
24.
Ways.
The beginning of Gang War. Let's go ahead and meet our cast and crew. If you look to my side, you can see he's small, he's green, he's laughing maniacally. It is a frog goblin. I don't know. I'm done.
wait, let me try it. He's small, he's green, he's laughing maniacally off screen. He's Frog Goblin.
There we go.
That wasn't that bad.
There we go. Zach is following that. He is sleepy. We can tell.
That's right, but I'm still here. You can't get rid of me that easy.
And you're still
I can
Spider-Man.
sleep when I'm dead.
You're just one click away from removed from Ingridia.
If you look right down there, the person who should be doing our intros, he's got more energy, clearly. It is not Aunt May. No. It is Eric Breen.
This is the story of regression. Once we had identities. They have been stripped, and we are now reduced to just and friends.
This is a story all about how. Anyway. Let's
Please
go ahead and look
do
at
not
somebody
do
who
that.
definitely should be in the credit. There every time, ever faithful and never dying. It is, of course, the Christmas tree. Round of applause.
Oh, the tree gets in the credits, and I don't.
Hey, who's that blocking the tree?
Oh, of course.
Down in front.
It's every woman in the world. To us, it's Miranya.
Good evening, everyone. Fine. This is the respect I get. Sheesh.
Well, the tree's finally getting respect. Comes in a friend.
Anyway, let's go ahead.
Yes, let's get on with the gang war.
The
Yeah.
battle to become the new kingpin of crime begins. Gang War, Part 1. It's the turn of the page.
Am I narrating?
Yes.
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 And who shall stand against them? New York City!
New York!
At night is the stuff great romantic legends are made of. The seductive neon magic that envelops this town's twilight hours draws people from every corner of the globe, matriculating them all into the dazzling non-stop celebration. So you ask, why would anyone want to spend a splendid fall evening crouched high in the shadows of a musty downtown warehouse? Beats the heck out of us, folks. We'll give you a hint, though.
You repeated.
These men unloading stolen electronics equipment are the bad guys. And this guy getting his nifty black outfit covered with soot and ash on
Comics.
has spent the last 4 hours waiting for them to arrive. Another explosive, Spidey blockbuster in great entertainment value, prepared by Tom DeFalco, plot, and Ron Frenz.
I thought it was-
storytelling.
Was it Ron and Friends?
Ably assisted by Jim Owsley or Christopher Priest. I've heard it both ways. Script. Brett Breeding, pencils. And not to mention, it says not to mention, so go on.
I just have to ask, how do you breed pencils?
How do I what?
How do you breed pencils?
They come from trees. So.
I don't know how they're breeding pencils.
I suppose we should ask Brett.
If you ever meet him, suddenly,
Crepes! It's the Blue Boys! That new gang trying to muscle their way into town!
That's so. Well, they made a big mistake crashing our drop tonight. They're last.
Howdy, folks!
We've come to steal your stolen high-end audiovisual components and to put you bums out of business. There are new kids on the block, boys. Might as well face it.
Oh, you ain't even in our league.
He's got the right stuff.
Save it, pal. Waste them.
This is great. Is
So,
that
boys.
Peter?
Yeah, I would think so.
It's probably Ben Urich.
He's got a camera.
Might be Lance Bannon.
This game war that suddenly flared up is a news photog's dream. Glad my tip paid off.
Yep.
I've been up here for hours. These shots would be more than worth the wait. Jeez, what more could I ask for?
Maybe this is that leads.
Blocks away at that very moment.
Oh,
A certain friendly neighborhood web slinger heads for home.
wow. The way Chris Keating lit into me back at the hospital, you'd think the guy had something personal against me. I guess human spiders and police captains don't mix. I'm really wasted. Going 10 rounds with the Mauler really took a lot out of me. And for what? For what? What did I really accomplish?
See, Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 122.
Or
I thought it was. For that matter, what good have I done lately? I decided to quit being Spider-Man.
Yes.
Keep telling myself I'm only wearing the suit long enough to help find and help Flash Thompson, my high school pal. He was a bully who's now accused of being the Hobgoblin. Flash busted out of jail days ago and hasn't been seen since. I'm sure he's scared and confused. I've got to find him, help him somehow. Then I hang up the webs forever.
Not.
And back at the warehouse.
The gun battle is terrific. They're destroying a lot of audio equipment, and nobody's getting seriously wasted. I wish I was. That means a longer gunfight and more photos. Huh?
I thought I heard gunshots.
Crash.
All right, you guys, knock it off. I'm from the zoning board. Your lease clearly states no firefights after 10 p.m.
And if you had 8 minutes and 44 seconds into the reading, you won.
You guys are in big trouble.
I guess he's not from the Learning Center. So he lives up.
Now Spidey's gotten into the action. Looking at him go, taking them all on.
He likes
It's like
to watch.
Robin that one issue.
You know, you blue boys ought to do 3 things for yourself. A, come up with a better name. B, find a new tailor. And C, bathe more regularly. Phew.
Pull my finger.
Better make my move. They're distracted. Now's the time. I've got a lot to do tonight.
Okay, Mr. Leeds.
I don't know if it's Leeds. I don't know.
I think it is.
Well, I'm ticked off. I give you guys perfectly good material, and you give me zip. In my day, you ran into a Whittier class of low-life thug. I mean, Doc Ock was a scream. Uh-oh. Spider sense is ringing. To beat the band.
Greetings, web slinger. How unfortunate to find you here. Well, it's fortunate too, I guess. You bring a small element of a pleasure to otherwise mundane business interests.
The Hobgoblin? Flash?
Ah,
Is that him beneath the mask? Wait a sec. We got thugs smuggling hot stereos. We got oh wait, sorry, redo. Wait a sec. We got thugs A smuggling hot stereos. We got thugs B with the funny masks trying to rob the smugglers. And now you come along.
How did you not botch that when you were adding the letters, but you did when they were there?
I don't know. I'm very special.
And the world is at war, Arachnid. It is my wish that my employer, the Rose, not be disturbed by this mad power struggle. I've come to teach these creeds to fear me, to show them the law of this city. Destroying you in the bargain will be an added pleasure. How nice. You cannot...
That's my line.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, we don't care anymore. Go,
Thief!
die. I'm a villain. I don't follow your rules. And you cannot escape me, Spider-Man.
Sure I can. It's in my contract.
Yeah.
Naive fool. I wasn't trying for you. My wrath was directed at those fools.
What? I ducked Hobgoblin's blast, and he hit those guys, just like Sin Eater.
C. 107 through 110. Jim.
Humanitarian fool. Those men are criminals. They live by a code of violence. It is their way. What is your way, Spider-Man?
Yes. Come back here, you giggling jerk. I had better duck fast. Snipers on the adjacent roof.
Snipers, no sniping.
They missed Hobby, but I'm well within their sights.
Zip.
I hate being shot at.
They're smiley faces.
Sheesh. Hobgoblin's gone. The cops have arrived, and I'm left crawling around on a dirty rooftop, wondering why I went crashing in there in the first place. What was I trying to accomplish? What's wrong with me?
That's a long, tall order.
Looks like Keating's in one of those cars.
Michael Keaton.
The man, the vulture? Oh, the man follows me like a bad rash. He must be psychic. Too frazzled to sleep now, and since I did manage to set up my automatic camera before the fight, guess I'll just do what comes naturally. Go home for a quick change of clothes, and then race down to my home away from home.
It's very bad, people. And it's going to get worse. Oh no, that's you.
Huh? Half the Bugle's staff's here at nearly midnight. Must be something heavy going on.
That's a woman.
This gang war is only starting. These things usually last only a few days. But they take a huge toll in terms of violence and bloodshed.
Yeah, Ben! You want to start your presentation? Thanks, Jonah. This mess began as a personal feud between Wilson Fisk, the alleged kingpin of crime, and this man, Daredevil, the man without fear.
Hey, that guy's cool.
Details are sketchy, but we know Kingpin was nearly successful in his attempts to have Daredevil killed.
Hey, Jonah, why don't you go after that Daredevil guy?
Well,
It's time to
go
monologue.
after disabled people!
It's time to monologue.
Kingpin's successive failures eventually drove him into a mad obsession with Daredevil. Kingpin finally sent a completely unhinged individual codenamed Nuke to accomplish what he himself had repeatedly failed to do. This nuke fellow destroyed several square blocks of Hell's Kitchen in the trying.
I thought it was a giant kingpin that did it.
Man, my fight with Firelord didn't cause as much destruction. How could anyone survive that? How could I survive a fight with Firelord? And all that happened while I was trying to get back home from Appalachia. Not that there would have been much I could have done anyway. I hear even the Avengers were in on that.
So, what have we got, Ben?
Web, issue 18, Gem.
We've got a big mess, Jonah. These men are all leading criminal elements within the city's underworld substructure. Rose, Hammerhead, Silvermane all head powerful criminal organizations. The Blue Boys, or as I like to call them, the Blue Man Group, are a wild card group. No one knows much about them. They've just shown up and started throwing a lot of weight around. And the Arranger, what a name. The Arranger has been left in charge of the Kingpin's organization. The Kingpin himself has disappeared. The rumors are he's gone into hiding after having lost his war of wills with Daredevil. This vanishing act of his is what's caused the outbreak of this conflict. The underworld has lost their confidence in and fear of the Kingpin. They're all fighting for control now. And folks, we've only seen the tip of that iceberg.
The tip? Okay.
First, I, Mysterio, was impressed with that monologue.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, I did my best. Lung cancer, sorry.
The presentation.
Great. Since they're all interested in this gang war thing, my picks of tonight's action should be Soft Cell City. Maybe I'll hold out for a few extra bucks. Hi!
Forget it, Peter.
Is that Captain Marvel?
Must be.
But
Those are pictures of the big warehouse shootout tonight, right? Well, Lance Bannon already brought in shots of that, like an hour ago. Clear, professional shots.
See, he wasn't Ned Leeds.
I liked it better when I
told
had
you
to
it
talk
was
to
Lance
Jameson.
Bannon.
My city editor, Miss Kate Cushing, could use a little help in the Grayson Tack department. Whoa, spider sense going off, but there's no danger nearby. Only Ned Leeds.
Betty! What are you doing here? This hour?
I couldn't sleep. I was worried about you in this gang war.
Wonder what it is about this guy that makes me so uneasy.
We're in the same suit.
I'm still your wife, you know.
My wife, but close friend and paramour to Flash Thompson, who's also known as
Dun,
Agent
dun,
Venom.
dun.
Oh,
the Hobgoblin. Are you worried about me, Betty, darling? Or about him? Well,
Ned, you're hurting me.
Go hang Pym on her ass.
Hey!
You're late. You missed the briefing. The important briefing.
look, Robbie.
In my office.
oh, he's gonna hit you with that rolled up newspaper. And I just hung around and watched that whole little episode of what a class act I am.
Like the watch.
Oh, Peter, I just don't know what to do. Ned's become so strange, so distant.
Funny, Betty sounded much hotter earlier this evening.
No, she.
Yeah.
That's a matter of opinion.
She must have cut back on her cigarettes.
Ben stole them.
Betty.
That's still Betty. Okay. There's a hostility, an evil about him. Something I just can't explain.
A new day. Yes, it is.
A new dawn.
Dawns over Manhattan. Yet The brilliance of the sun's rays do nothing to blot out the profane obscenity represented by this structure. This is the home base for the kingpin of crime, a man who is inexplicably among the missing.
Not missing his calories.
In charge of the kingpin's massive operation is his right-hand man, the enigmatic, soft-spoken arranger.
So, how about it, Arranger? The kingpin's vanished into thin air, and the thing's broken wide open. We're getting all the heat.
I guess I'll take this. Or I thought you were going to do the...
Mr. Fisk is on vacation, gentlemen.
Yeah, if you're going to be German, you're going to give it to me.
I'm not being German.
He's doing British.
So, when's he coming back? What do we do about these new guys trying to muscle in?
Yeah, what are we supposed to do?
Willem Dafoe and Fat Tony Stark?
They call me a fat daddy Iron Man.
Mr. Fisk will return in his own good time. You will do exactly what I instruct you to do. And as for you, antagonist,
Rumor had that this guy's German.
they are summarily being attended to.
This is Silvermane's estate in Westchester County, right down the road from the Xavier Institute. It is now under attack.
Wow.
By the Xavier Institute? Oh.
Make way, gents! Jack-o'-lantern's coming through!
Did not expect that kind of accent.
Silvermane, once a powerful crime lord, has been virtually bedridden since his last clash with Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
That was rather enthusiastic. With Kingpin out of the way, he sees this as his big chance to advance within the underworld ranks. He will never get that chance.
Mr. Silvermane, you mustn't.
Quiet, fool! I've lain idly for too long.
But I love you, sir.
Captain Stacy, is that you?
You love the idea of being in love with me. My robot body gives me incredible strength. More than enough to deal with the 2-bit hired goon like Jack-o'-lantern.
I'm insulted, Silvermane! My rates are a whole lot higher than 2 bits. Course, now the point is moot. What do you know, Silvermane? Now you ain't got nobody. You're lucky to still be alive. Stay out of gang business, or I'll be back. And by the way, the arranger says hi.
Tell him he owes me for last night.
He knows.
Meanwhile, in Forest Hills, Queens.
I have no idea who this is.
Is this Pete? It might be Pete. Gotta steer clear of this gang war business. It's got nothing to do with me anyway. Like the hobgoblin said, it's the way they live. And they can have it. Let them shoot each other if that's what they want. I don't care anymore. I'm gonna be emotional. No sign of Flash. And if he is the hobgoblin, then I've been played for a fool. Not a new experience for me, after all. Who appointed me to be everyone's guardian angel anyway? To heck with that. Oops. I gotta put on my Happy Pete face for Aunt May. I forgot we found her. She can read me like a book, and I definitely don't want to upset her. She's got problems of her own. 2 of her boarders moved out last week. Hey, I'm Mr. Chekhov.
Ah, hello.
Upstairs.
Peter, why, I didn't expect you today.
Neither did I. I mean,
The Inquisition.
I decided to take a little stroll around Chelsea and, gee, guess I got a bit carried away. Crossing the East River wasn't easy. What's up?
We're just sprucing the house up a bit, Peter. We need 2 more boarders to take Sophie and Martha's room. Without their income, it's even tougher to make ends meet.
If you really want to attract new people, you should hang a larger-than-life picture of yourself outside. You'd pack them in droves.
Oh, Peter, here, hush up and paint.
Quit flirting with your aunt.
It's creepy.
And she's mine!
I'm faithful to you, Otto.
Sometime later, at the Rose's penthouse.
Now, give this role to Zach.
No.
Who's this?
I'll take it. Jack-o'-lantern's working for the arranger.
Oh, it's a black guy, is it? Very funny.
With
I would have done it.
resources at his disposal, the arranger can squash almost any takeover move. Jack just hit Silvermane.
Calm yourself, Mr. Johnston.
I'm sorry.
Jack-o'-lantern's involvement concerns us only peripherally.
I was positively in a rage.
Still, certain precautions should.
Get out of here, you hick.
I am all the precaution the rose shall require. I will teach Jack the Lantern to feel my wrath.
In time, my friend.
I'm not
Oh,
your
what
friend, pal.
Y'all a bunch of strange sounding city folk.
For now, I require only that you make your usual rounds and await further instructions.
All right. Whee!
Have fun.
How long do we have to put up with that guy? And furthermore, how long do I have to put up with y'all's creepy accents? Creeps.
We shall retain Hobgoblin services until his usefulness comes to an end. And, Varley, don't call me boss. Pedestrian oaf. Still, this insane bloodletting is getting out of hand. Perhaps it's time I took a more direct role in its denouement. Sending Hobgoblin out to slit throats would only exacerbate matters. Business grinds to a halt while we childishly lob grenades back and forth.
Exacerbate. That's hilarious.
That would be poor economics. No, this calls for a more subtle approach. One that only I can instigate.
Soon after, Johnson and Varley make a pickup at an illegal gambling service. That's bookie to you college grads, operated by the Rose. Not a bad day, boys. The Rose will be impressed with a take this large. Minus a small gratuity, Varley and I skim off the top, of course.
Police! Freeze!
The cops!
Your accent changed.
I get excited.
That's it. Go for your gun, Johnston. We're old friends after all. I won't shoot you more than twice.
Don't do it, Johnston. It isn't worth it. Our lawyer will have us out in an hour.
Lickly splick.
And
You tell that dirty ass Rose he's on my list. Boys, I'm gonna close him down.
we've got lists too, Captain. I'll see if I can pencil you in.
Ooh.
Jeez, Captain. Keaton, where'd you get this tape on this joint?
My guru, okay? Smart guy.
My apologies, sir. I've only meant lately that you've been dead right about every tip you gotten.
And I won't get any more tips if I go broadcasting my stoolies' names all over town. I'm headed back to the station.
You name your stool different names?
Ooh.
See you later, sir. Old goat. His tips may be good, but his sense of direction stinks. The station is in the other direction. Oy vey.
Dusk.
Totally not suspicious.
Dusk finds our weary but undaunted web spinner heading for home.
Aunt May really wore me out.
Oh, no!
Pity that room was okay. But then we did the hall, bathroom, the stairs. That's one lady I can't. That's one lady I can't refuse. Besides, lunch was worth the trouble.
Oh,
Not what they're calling
I
nooners
should have
now.
warmed my tentacles.
I guess it wasn't dessert.
Boy. Figured I'd take one last swing around town before I meet Mary Jane at my place.
You swinger.
I don't know why I think I could spot Flash from 100 feet up. It's not like I've got telescopic vision or anything. Still, if I make myself as obvious as possible, maybe he'll spot me. Huh? Hey, maybe I do have telescopic vision.
Hey, look, it's the Rose.
That's Roderick Kingsley, head of the modeling firm Mary Jane works for. That guy is way out of his neighborhood. He's meeting someone here. What is he, buying drugs?
He's
Is
a
that
hooker.
Harry Osborn?
He's a hooker.
This cloak and dagger stuff, but is almost comical for a dip like King. Oh boy.
Tom King?
That's Chris Keating in that car. Maybe this is where Keating gets his psychic flashes. But what would Kingsley know about guys like the Rose and those Blue Boy geeks? And who gives a hoot? I keep snapping into investigative avenging superheroes like that's my gig or something. I'm not getting involved in this insanity. For all I know, Kingsley's giving Keating fashion tips. I'm just gonna mind my gunshots. Looks like another gang clash. How is it I just happened by so much lately? Well, then again, this stuff is breaking out all over town. Now, girls, let's not fight.
Spider-Man!
Yes.
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 Quit using those sexist, outdated references.
Our differences can wait. I think we all agree this guy's a major pest, right? Everybody, get him!
Take it easy, criminal Jimmy Stewart. It's nice to know I inspire solidarity among the low-life scum set. Oh boy. Better swing around and... I'm doing it again! I don't care. I don't. I'm going home. Sheesh, how embarrassing.
What is this, Spidey Cops Out Part 2?
What a revolting development this is.
Very revolting.
Still later, a posh midtown restaurant is about to be visited by one of its more regular patrons. The infamous New York gang leader known only as Hammerhead. All right, girls. With the kingpin running away with his tail between his legs, that puts me in the best position to take over this town's mobs. That means we get to celebrate big. Sky is the limit, dolls.
But of course, Your usual table awaits you, Monsieur Smith.
Thanks, Frenchie. Ho ho ho.
Frenchie?
Oh, of course. Monsieur Smith. Oh,
Frenchie,
no.
that's what happened to us.
Break open the bubbly, Jacks, and bring the good stuff. I want to see lots of dust on the bottle. Tonight's real special, folks. I'm going to make my move sooner than anyone suspects.
Blam.
Oh, darn. Moments later, at the Kingpin's headquarters.
Are you certain Hammerhead is dead?
No, wrong person.
Oh, no.
Oh, are you certain Hammerhead is dead?
Confirmed, he's a redneck.
You realize he is not entirely human. He has that infernal metal shielding in his skull. The corpse, Simmons. I need a corpse, or I do not have a dead man.
I'm pretty dead.
All goes according to plan. First, Silvermane's dispatch, courtesy of one Jack O'Lantern.
You're welcome!
Now, Hammerhead. Even if Hammerhead isn't dead, he's no doubt badly crippled and has gone into seclusion.
I got a headache.
There will be an end to this gang war. I will end it. I will wield the power. Yes, the power.
I got the power.
Unlimited! Oh, yes? What is it?
Someone here to see you, sir.
The office is closed for the day, Ramus. You're my security guard, not a doormat. Send whoever it is away.
But, sir, it's Richard Fisk, Mr. Fisk's own son.
Impossible! Couple number 1, you have 35 points. 25 will give you 60 points. Answer this correctly and you'll be our grand prize winners today. Fred, did your wife predict you'd say you have more Argyle socks or orange socks?
This young lady with questionable taste in television viewing's name is Mary Jane. She has a date with Peter Parker tonight. Guess who's late? Barry Allen?
Well, Bob,
Click.
The bathroom skylight. He's home. Thank him.
Hey, MJ, sorry I'm late.
No sweat, Tiger. Your mailman kept me company while I was waiting.
You're kidding, right?
You'll never know.
I'll kill him.
Trollop.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin.
That I was worried sick about you. It's bad enough that you put on that silly costume and swing around from the tops of skyscrapers on thin strands of nothing. But now with all that shooting going on...
No sign of Flash, I hope. I'll grab a shower and we can roll like Autobots.
No chance, Tiger. We're staying right here tonight. I'm going to dazzle you with my meatloaf.
But...
You know, this isn't important. Let's see your dazzler. Oh, no. An update on tonight's bobbing at a Midtown restaurant.
I hate it here. Mary Jane redecorated after the fire, but it's weird looking. Kind of like her face in this panel. I need a good spool of cable and a dime store Indian.
The death toll stands at 5, with dozens seriously injured.
See Web, issue 11. Chum.
What?
Directly linked to the gang war that has erupted within the organized crime substructure. The target, a reputed mobster known only as Hammerhead, escaped death
Son of a bitch. No.
Though dozens of restaurant patrons were badly injured.
Where was Spider-Man?
Hammerhead's entourage did not survive the blast. It's such a shame. What pretty, pretty girls they were.
It's not my problem.
By the way, Peter, countless others were treated for shock. A passing auto swerved out of control and plowed into the storefront window.
Sounds like the driver's problem. It's the way they live. It's their code of violence. I've got to stay out of it. I have great power, and with it, great responsibility. Oh, God, help me!
Pull yourself together, man.
This war stops now.
That's better.
Can I come over just for some of MJ's meatloaf while you're gone?
No.
Ding dong, it's the mailman. Back.
You know, then there's Sloppy Joe's. Whack the ground beef in there, slosh in some goop, and off we go. What say, Pete?
My name's Joe. Wanna hang out?
Pete? Peter?
He's gonna miss a good whapping. Epilogue 1. Betty Brant leads. Who sounds far less sexy in this issue.
No, she doesn't.
Wandering the city streets for hours. She'd hoped the night air would clear her head. It hasn't.
How odd. The foyer door is open. Now anyone could simply wander in. Well, that's the least of my worries with Ned so angry with me and Flash among the missing. I'm so lost. Maybe I'll write Mom a letter.
What, does she not have a phone?
What?
Shh. I like to watch.
It's Secret Wars.
Flash. You're all right.
You know it, Bets. And with your help, I'm gonna bounce back and clear my name. But first, there's more. No more hiding for Flash Thompson, lady.
As he closes the door to hide himself.
From now on, it's you and me against the world.
Epilogue 2. Midnight.
How strange that the lives of mortal men are often governed by the frivolities of economics.
Frivolities.
Frivolities.
Quiet, you buffoon. I'm narrating.
You're monologuing.
I'll do what I want.
You're monologuing.
You're doing a lot of talking. Now let me talk. The Kingpin lent an oppressive stability to the East Coast underworld. His sudden disappearance has sponsored much hatred and bloodshed. These fools should learn to divide the business and personal relationships. If they would, they'd know. Personal vendettas have no place in in the shadows, that familiar black uniform. Spider-Man!
Yes.
Yes!
You cannot hide from me, Web Slinger! I have you now. Let the battle begin!
Ba-boom.
You've been living with me far too long. You've been far too lucky. Tonight it ends. Tonight we battle to the death. Wait, the smoke. It's clearing. It's. Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
The winds of war call to him.
Frank.
The war of criminals. He has sworn his life to deal death to such vermin.
Frank, we're war. Come here.
Or how about the slot machine on that Twilight Zone episode? Franklin. It is a vow he intends to keep.
Kill us all.
Next, along came a Punisher.
That
Dun, dun, dun.
is our end. The end of the gang war.
Would it
That
be
was
right to
good.
let him
That was
live?
very good.
You know, it would be right to let him live. He killed Goblin. He was our friend.
Yeah.
No, now Jack-o'-lantern gets to come out and play.
Anyway,
Great.
we want to thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Did you like the book? Did you like our reading? Let us know. But that's about it for us. We just want to say thank you one more time before we say bye.
Goodbye.
Or
What on earth?
Press
Don't
one
go
if
to
you wanna
Peter,
bring
man.
sexy